Bing! So this is, okay. So this is Ann Komarovsk with the 444 4th Estate News. Greetings from Malibu, California. We're under weather watch and evacuations and stuff. This is a live look at one of the weather cameras. You saw one earlier. This monitor is a little more exposed. I don't know how to, the lighting, we gotta adjust the monitor. So before we do that, let's do weather. And we're gonna call TCEP, Topanga Canyon Emergency Preparedness, and get a report from them. They leave recorded messages. Let's see what they do. We're gonna do this live. Okay, recent. Here we go. That's her number.
Hello there. You've reached the emergency hotline for the Topanga Coalition for Emergency Preparedness, or TCEP. If this is an emergency, please hang up and call 911 immediately. Right now, it is Wednesday evening, November 12th at 7:30 p.m.
So they're off by a day.
And we're anticipating the next few days some heavy rainstorms. And with the predictions of a lot of rain and possible debris flows and landslides, Caltrans will close Topanga Canyon Boulevard from Grandview to the PCH starting at 10 p.m. tomorrow night. That's Thursday, November 13th. Caltrans anticipates that the boulevard will remain closed throughout the weekend, although road crews will continually monitor the situation. Travelers should plan alternately.
Okay.
And avoid.
So they go on. I called them earlier. They did not update it by, airtime. So I left a message. So I don't know if they'll call us back. But that's the Topanga Canyon Emergency Preparedness, TCEP they call it. So they're like adjacent to here, where we're at. I don't like the way this camera's following me today. It's not behaving. So one thing we want to start out with, obviously, we're under emergency preparedness here. Caltrans, they were out there yesterday when I was in Beverly Hills, and the city of Malibu issued some evacuation orders. Same thing for the Franklin fire, not Franklin fire, got the Palisades fire, excuse me, that one. And then, but actually, all the areas are subject, and this goes until Sunday. So just be aware. Yesterday, this did work out, and I want to share it again if I could find it. That was the, I have it here somewhere. I lost it. Okay. There's a QR code. So I guess that'll force me to put it up. So I'm going to put up a QR code right now on top of this, which is going to, I'll put it in editing. So we'll put that up. And you can dial in for the weather. NOAA Weather Station, Oxnard. They put out a recording with updates. And honestly, I would dial it up again, but we did TCEP, and we don't want the broadcast to go long. So one thing we want to do is stress communications. We provide a scanner feed, which you might hear in the background. Oh.
6557 Agora Road, engine 125 mileage voice.
Okay, that's the scanner. So this mic is actually working today. When I point it, it actually gets audio. So, but they're not saying anything right now, so no need to. The other thing too, so I just want to show some gratitude. I'm sorry if I'm looking off. I got multiple screens. I got a screen in front of me. I got a screen behind me, above me too. So one thing I wanted to do is have a little fun at my expense. And one of the things that we're kind of nervous about is we're talking about rain. So my head are in the clouds. There you go. Thank you. So that's kind of a little effect. One thing I want to stress is if you have a scanner, you can tune in yourself. See, that's our scanner, which is, this is a very high-end one. This is a commercial radio you can talk on. So, oops, that's loud. But I want to show you something else. We have these other radios that can communicate across Southern California into Nevada, Las Vegas. Watch. Bueller. 1, 2, 3. See, that's that radio over there. Hello? Whoa. See, it's digital, so it doesn't have to be. But you can talk from one end of Malibu to the other, Topanga Canyon, LA County, Beverly Hills, like I said, all the way to Las Vegas and down into San Clemente, Oceanside. This thing goes everywhere. So you can subscribe to this. And it's time that we do more about getting people connected. This is it. This is a backup to your cellular system. So if you can afford a Ferrari, you should be able to afford one of these. It's good practice. So it's a variety of repeater sites, not just one. So if the cell system goes down here, this will work. I guarantee you. Okay? Oh, don't make any guarantees. You're running for governor. Okay. First of all, gratitude. I'm going to show some gratitude. Last year, at an event, I was gifted this. A JBL. We used to call it junk but loud. But this actually sounds pretty good. Oops, flip it this way. We were gifted this, and we're using it. It sounds really, really good. I'm going to show it to you because, like I said, gratitude. There's a little speaker, see? And we're using it with our Roku that was gifted by the gentleman of the house. He did that, and so we have it on a longer cable so I can show it to you. But it's really loud. So, but it's not junk. But JBL, we used to say back in the day, junk but loud. Oh, hold on. There you go. Sorry about that. Things are a little... Okay. So the other thing, too, I got was... Oops. Where did I put that? Oh, okay. I was also gifted this by the gentleman to organize all my connections, all my USB, USB-C stuff. This came overnight via Amazon. Thank you to the gentleman of the house. So it's making my life so much easier. And so we got the radios, talked about the scanner. And so now let's get into here. Governor Annestacia Komarovsk. NPP 2026. You're asking, what is that all about? So let's dive in. And then we'll talk about, I'll give you my 2 cents on this, and then we'll talk about 2 cents. For starters, NPP 2026. Well, what is NPP? Here's Secretary of State's little statement, no party preference information. Really, it means you're not a Democrat, not a Republican, not an independent, not Green Party. You're just yourself. Independent. Not even independent. You're just like, no, I don't have to tell you what I think. I want to vote for the best candidate. No party preference. So this is one of the biggest problems. The little JBL comes in blue. That's a nice color. I wore cobalt blue yesterday. The reporter at the Veterans Day event, she wore blue. She was from Pepperdine. So these are the kind of things that we like the color, but that's sometimes not what they represent. Yeah. So people should be able to also wear red without thinking they're Marxists or something weird or communists. So it's time to take the color out of politics. Burgundy, how's that? I like burgundy, how's that? So maybe that's a good balance between red and whatever. I don't know why this camera follows me. I just like how it does that, so I'm going to move around a little. And so now that we discussed that, I'm going to go in order. So I was in Beverly Hills yesterday, and I saw a good sign. See, a good sign. Look at that. If you look there, oh, you want me to zoom in? Oh, bingo. There. Rick Caruso for mayor. Los Angeles mayor. Look at that. I'm all for it. Please, Rick, run to be mayor. We thank you tremendously, okay? I'll take care of the state, okay? The fourth estate's going to take care of the state. I'll look out for you. And Rick's doing a good job. He posted this on Facebook. I don't know if you can read it. See, look at that. That's his post he puts on Facebook. That's just one of them. If you follow him on Facebook like I do. And I even sent him emails, and I got to shake his hand once at an event in the Palisades. So, let's see. Before we get into pennies, we still have time. Let me see what else we got. Oh, we got Katie. So this is Katie Porter. Whoa! I need to get organized. This is KPP's latest. Well, yeah, Katie Porter for governor. I don't think so. See, she writes me. See, her team sends stuff and asks for money. And God knows we can use money. So we can use it, but we get stuff that people don't use anymore, like monitors and phones and stuff. I mean, we get what we need to get. Everything else is kind of like been around, like, you know, like this device, which we're having a hard time getting to work. So that's what we do. I mean, the monitors here are old. There's nothing's really new. Over here, oh, Beverly Hills. I was there yesterday. Wow. That's our scanner.
LA copies, units responding to the apartment building fire
Oh.
in 8th District. Hold on Santa Monica or Fountain.
Wow. Yeah, there's a fire going on somewhere. That's the scanner in the clear.
Correction, switch over to clear 21.
Okay, so switching over channels, so we're not going to be able to hear them because we don't have that programmed. So, okay, that's 123.025, and that's the helicopter channel. You can listen to helicopters for miles, 50 miles out. You can hear them. 123.025 on your scanner. So that's coming from the Palisades up the coast. So we're going to run out of time. So let me get to my 2 cents. Okay. Talked about Katie Porter, KPP as we call her here. That's her. Katie, you're not going to win. Okay? I'm going to win. So, let that be. My 2 cents. Here's 2 cents. Okay, $2,000 for a 2-cent coin. Look at that. That's what a 2-cent coin looks like. They stopped making those. So, in case you haven't noticed, no, you don't have to follow me. No? Okay. We have a candle lit today for the penny. They stopped making the penny yesterday. So for some reason, it doesn't want to show. So I'm going to have to show the penny myself. There you go. That's a picture of a penny. Okay? And that's the back side of a penny. A 1-cent coin. And it has a meaning, and it says, it's Latin for out of many, one. Oh, wow. Out of many, one. And here's a bit of more information here I got online. That's what it says. Yeah. That's really wild. So yesterday, the penny was discontinued. I'm sorry, I keep looking over there for the candle. So the only way to really get the camera to follow is to stand up and go over there. Nope. Oh, it won't do. Yeah, it will. It will. It's over here. So there you go. The penny. And that was my little spiel on the penny. And here's a penny right here. It's supposed to bring you good luck. So no more pennies are being minted. So a 2-cent penny costs now $2,000. What will this cost in 100 years? Since they're not making them anymore. Same thing they said about this, a $2 bill. They don't make them anymore. Look at this one. Actually, I picked a good one. This one has an even number at the end. That's a $2 bill. I use them for tips and stuff. So the bank knows me well because I'm always in there looking for $2 bills. So there you go. They don't make a $2 bill. They don't make the 2-cent coin. And no longer any pennies. So there you go. I feel old. But you might, if you run into one of these, look closely because President Trump signs them. He signs them, let's see, he signs them over here. Yeah, he signs them on top of there. That's where I've seen it in person. I've seen a $2 bill signed by President Trump. Right there. He signs it over where it says two. Yeah, pretty weird. But he does it. So that's the $2 bill. And I think that's going to be it. We're going to go back to the live shot provided by CAL FIRE. And it's very beautiful. I'm not sure where it's at, but it's a beautiful sky out there. So I'm going to cut it, finish it off. This is Annestacia Komarovsk reporting from Malibu, California for the 444 4th Estate News. Have a good evening. Thank you.